Hello and welcome everybody. In this Everspace 2 guide and tips video I will give you my thoughts about the general progression through the Union star system, what kind of ships and equipment you can expect to get your hands on, how combat and your loadout further evolves entering mid-game, and how perks and devices become more important and which are worth investing in. The whole guide is completely spoiler-free. The Union Star system is the second open area after leaving C2 following the main quest line, and you will be around level 9 to 10, maybe freshly equipped with your first tier 2 ship. You can check my beginner's guide which covers level 1 to 10 and the C2 system for more details. The game really opens up when you set foot into Union. I would estimate that the system offers roughly double the amount of content compared to C2, while you will gain around 5 levels. So vastly more content, but slower leveling curve, which is not a bad thing at all. My first and maybe most valuable piece of advice once you reach Union, it is all about the journey, not the destination. Take your time and explore and take it all in. You can only truly experience this once. Don't feel obliged to level or gear up fast. The game takes it slower from here, so should you. In terms how to tackle the content best, well, that is of course really up to you. My advice? Don't care too much about the main storyline. Once I entered the system, I did some locations, some jobs, random encounters and side quests, and picked the main quest up after reaching level 12. From there, I alternated between exploring sites, doing jobs and completing the Union Explorer challenge, which will reward you with the very handy ability to shorten travel time in the system. And you will traverse this system a lot. You can get a lot of side quests early at Prescott Starbase that are level 10 and 11. You can also start to tackle the first high security areas. On normal difficulty, stick to the green ones and stay away from nasty modifiers. These will reward you with some very useful catalyst blueprints. Remember, you can always change game difficulty with no penalties whatsoever. A good strategy is to plan maybe doing a side quest location and picking up 1 or 2 easy jobs to do while traveling there. Minesweeper jobs are always easy with no specific enemies to kill and no need to return cargo, and you can shoot the mines down very easy with a flak from afar. The third renowned tier grants you some nice rare quality items, which makes doing jobs worth your time. You can then sprinkle in some random encounters or high risk areas along the way. You can buy high risk signal decoders from the black market dealer at Prescott Starbase. There are 2 ship dealers available in Union, and if you are looking for a specific type, you can travel between them and doing 1 or 2 jobs on the way, so the shops will always refresh their offers. Tier 2 plus ships become available around level 10 and you will need roughly 65k to upgrade into that tier. Around level 12 might be a good time to seriously look for a tier 2 plus ship you like and have the money together from jobs, side quests, loot and so on. You can interchange ships at the same tier level for no costs. Do that frequently to try out other classes. Still disassemble weapons and equipment and sell surplus consumables and trade goods you find as loot. At the very end of the region and around level 15, tier 3 ships become available and affordable. You will need around 135k for this upgrade. These ships come with 3 instead of 2 passives and significantly improve base stats. But don't bother about them until you are about to leave the system and be at least level 14. In terms of equipment, you will find your first blue or rare quality weapons and equipment. And around level 12, your loadout starts to become a mix of uncommon and rare quality. This will still be the case at level 15. The slower leveling curve means you can usually upgrade all your common equipment and should be able to craft all level appropriate stuff in that quality. Rare blueprints and crafting materials are still sparse during that time, but you can upgrade some of this equipment from time to time. And whenever you encounter elite enemies, those with a skull attached or can fight big targets like destroyers, take them down. These have the highest chance to drop ship colors, additional blueprints and ship exterior blueprints like wing styles and so on. But these drops are random after all. I also got these from basic containers once in a while. Hidden and secure containers are always worth hunting down, as these also have a higher drop chance for better equipment and cosmetics. Which leads us into your loadout and combat. By this point you should be very aware to check enemy levels when going into an encounter. One level below, easy. Same level, maybe not going in balls to the walls and remember your devices and stuff. One level above, easy now. Pick your targets carefully, pop your devices, consumables and ultimate whenever necessary. Don't sit on those cooldowns. You should have enough consumables through simply looting them available. There are some really strong options like an emergency shield, short-term cloaking, damage negation or nearly unlimited weapon energy for short time obtainable. Also start optimizing your loadout. Do you have a cool weapon but it's an energy hog? Maybe you can install the efficient catalyst or upgrade your energy core. At this point you will tip your toes into the quite deep itemization the game offers. Try out things, learn what works and what not. Learn which class and weapon setup suits your playstyle best and play around with that. Remember, enjoy the journey. You will min and max out soon enough when you reach maximum level. Learn your basics here in mid-game. Check my weapon guide for more information about the 10 different primary weapon types. Secondary weapons are also nothing to sleep upon. Even standard missiles hit really hard. Keep them at your level and the high capacity catalyst adds 30% more ammunition while being super easy to craft. If you complain about combat being hard but just strafe around and pew pew while sitting on a full magazine of missiles and unused ultimate devices and consumables, then don't blame the game. It's like trying to play chess with only using pawns against Magnus Carlsen. Crafting is really powerful to update your gear, install catalysts and tweak your loadout to your liking. At this time you should easily have all common blueprints available. Watch my crafting guide for more details. In terms of devices, the EMP and missile defense device are the best starter setup in my opinion. Max them out and set the EMP to hard reset and the missile defense system to sustenance. With the tier 2 ships you can equip a third device. The temporal nano compensator is maybe one of the most useful options available. Not that the other devices are bad, but some are very situational. And when shit hits the fan, this one is a true lifesaver. Set it to resurgence once maxed out. Having 2 support devices also takes advantage of the player perk Relentless at level 15. You gain 20% increased weapon energy for each support device. This perk is a must-have for every interceptor or gunship pilot, but in general maybe the best perk variant here. Excessive force and crit happens are not that useful at this stage of the game, with the exception of excessive force for sniper builds and scout pilots or long-range setups with a railgun. For your level 5 perk, Close Call or Defensive Massacre are maybe the best options. The latter will trigger often, but the first is your free Second Wind ability that also grants 10 seconds of invulnerability to get your cocky backside out of there. Great stuff, but you shouldn't even be in that situation to need it in the first place. Exit strategy is also nice, but during an extended fight you will usually run out of boost energy, because boost strafing is the best way to avoid damage, but all level 5 perks are useful. For the level 10 perks I prefer Downtime Warrior, because I pop my EMP nearly on cooldown in bigger fights. All these level 10 perks are rather situational and not that impressive or crucial, so pick what you like most. Companion perks, and I will not spoiler anything specific here, are more nice to have rather than crucial, so only invest materials and money if you happen to have it anyway. An upgraded tractor beam, resource tracking on the map, and the first tiers of the energy orbs are worth the investment in my opinion. If you clear all side content and follow the progression path described earlier, you will encounter the last main quest, which leads you into the next system around level 15 close to level 16, and should just have enough credits to buy a tier 3 ship. The Zarkov system awaits you, but that is a story for another day. I hope you found this video helpful. Subscribe if you don't want to miss out on more Everspace 2 content coming soon, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see covered. This is all for now about Everspace 2. Take good care of yourself and fly safe.
Made this a safer place.